Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, my friends. Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will. And he's Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a cup of coffee. As I tell you what's on the menu today, it's going to be heavy NFL. I was like, hey, we got to talk some college football too, but there were some good games, interesting outcomes. But man, yesterday was wild in the NFL. We have to talk about the worst. Some are calling it the worst bad beat of the season already. We're going to dive into that. The defending world champions, Philadelphia Eagles, win another game. And I think worse of them every time they keep winning. We got to talk about the refs. Got the memo yesterday. They got the memo that, listen, you can't let these teams get away with the tush push. You got to call it fair. Make sure if they're offsides, you call it. They got that memo. They just decided to apply it to the worst team in the league instead of the best team in the league. So we'll talk about that. What else we got from yesterday? Oh, hey, I got good news. If you're you don't even have to be a big fat person. If you're someone that can hold a block for 2 seconds, I've got a job for you in the NFL because no one could block for 2 seconds when it came to special teams. Oh my gosh, that's probably I saw more blocked hits, missed kicked, weird things happen yesterday than I did all last season. We'll get into all that and more. But Crick, how you doing this morning?
I'm all right, sir. I'm all right. It was up and down day yesterday. We secured a little profit on Saturday in college football. I actually went 3-0 on 3-unit plays this weekend, so that bailed me out a little bit. But yeah, crazy things going on in the NFL, man. And there's a couple teams out there that are in all kinds of trouble. We're going to talk about them a little bit. Some of them self-inflicted wounds and things like that. I'm ready to rant a little bit this morning, but I'm all right, man. I'm all right. It could be worse. How you doing, sir?
Not too bad, except for like I wish my kid like the bug is going through my house, and it's like it's just slowly going one kid to the other instead of them all having it at the same time. It's just like,
Dude,
and it's
that's
just like
the worst, man.
When one starts feeling better and it's get all this energy, and the other one's sick, and it's just like, dude, can we all just get over this thing? Huh?
It's that time of year. All the kids going back to school, the weather changing and everything, all those germs just flying around out there. I get it. Buku a couple weeks ago, he was that his whole household was down with it, man. And SD goes over there to clean, and she comes back, she gets it. I was fortunate enough not to get it, but this all happened right before we we're going to take the boys back. And I told her, I was like, this is bad timing. You should have kept your ass at home today if everybody was sick over there. She wound up going down with it for a little bit. She's pretty sure. She said she thinks she had COVID there, whatever strands going around. She never did get tested for it, but yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is that, but it's such a mild strain. It just feels like a normal cold. I wouldn't even want to say flu because like no one usually when my kids get sick, they start throwing up and stuff like that. This is just bad head cold, congested, snotty,
that's the way she was
coughing,
too. Yeah, you just feel like shit. Kind of you lay down, your whole head's stopped up, you can't breathe and everything. Kind of
feel like you got fluid in your ears and stuff like that.
Yeah, all the BS, man. It's that time of year though, dude. This feels like it happens every time the weather goes from being 110 all the way down to like 60 overnight. It seems like.
Yeah, and it's funny because now my boys, because my oldest daughter was like talking about everyone being sick. I'm like, yeah, because you get everyone sick. She's like, what? I go, yeah, you're the one who always gets sick first to come back home and then give it to everyone.
Bring it home from all those nasty high schoolers and things.
Which I don't know how you do because you sit in your room and are away from us all the time. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah,
I don't get.
Yeah, how do you even spread that funk to us? Yeah, Patriot, we don't get colds because we was raised different, man. We got out there eating dirt as kids. Our immune systems are good to go.
Yeah, so we're sitting there, and now the boys are like, Mallory got me sick. Mallory, and just every time they say you got me sick. So funny.
Calling her out on it.
Yeah. But hey, there's check this out. We'll start here. This is wild, dude. I don't think I've been saying since the beginning of the season, if you can make it to week 9 in this spread survivor, you're gonna win this thing. I think it might be less than that.
I thought it was I bet you make it week 6 or 7, you're in good spot.
I hope they do a second chance one. And I think they might because first of all, this was supposed to be $100,000 guaranteed prize pool, but there was so much interest in it that, as you can see, they got over the 100,000. They almost doubled it, up to 175,000. So, and they put everything back in, or they said they did. They like if there was extra, it all went back into the pot. They didn't like keep any of it. So there's clearly interest in this, but after 3 weeks, 90% of the entries are out.
That's nuts, dude.
I have one left. I would have a couple more if it weren't for the freaking Eagles. Or I guess the Eagles. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Or I should more so say the Rams.
It's so gross that the one you had survive is on the Carolina Panthers.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dude. I think we need to I got a new idea for these things now that they're doing the spread survivor. We need an alt line survivor.
Oh God. Oh God, no.
Where you gotta if they're a favorite, you gotta take it out at least like another field goal. And if they're a dog, you gotta bet them like -2.5. I love it.
Like, oh man, what if you had a bet? You either had to bet plus, like, yeah, you have to either take a dog that's plus 150 or greater, or a favorite that's like -400 or better. You know what I mean? Like you can't take anything.
Yeah.
That'd be tough though, because each week.
That's like, do you know how much money you could have made taking the Panthers minus whatever they let you yesterday? That would have been like plus 600 or something.
Yeah, that's the only real big dog that won for me yesterday. Although I was telling you about a teaser I had. I had a teaser that was going to pay me out about $250, and all I needed left was the Packers to beat the Browns, right? And so what I did was when the Packers were driving and about to be in field goal range and kick that game-winning field goal, I went over to Kalshi. Shout out to Kalshi. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna. Well, first I was gonna throw $100 on it because it was 10-1. They were at 10 cents. And then I'm like, don't do that. What are you doing? The Packers are probably gonna win this thing. It's the Browns. So I just put $25 on it, so I'd still win, or I'd be paid out $250. So I'm like, that way, if the Browns do screw this up, I'll at least get $250. You know what I mean? I'll still get the $250 that I was gonna get if the Packers win this thing. So when that funky stuff happened, I just smiled and was like, yes, this is so good for Survivor. Even though it knocked out in my season's pool, I picked the Packers, so it ruined that for me. But
like a Survivor, season Survivor.
Yeah, the big Survivor. I was
the big one.
Yeah, when that one, I'm pissed that I'm out of it too, because that one's not winner take all. That one's like if you can be in the top 700, you get paid.
You know what? I think we got to start doing Survivor. We got to start looking rather than picking teams like that we think are good. What up, Steps? How you doing, sir?
What's going on?
How you doing, man? But rather than pick teams that we think are like really good, like we thought the Packers, and we still probably do. They're still probably one of the better.
No, their bums are dead to me.
Bums dead. But I think we just look more at like teams to fade. Like, the Cardinals were a popular pick the first 2 weeks. They played the Saints and the Panthers, and then you turn around like the Seahawks this week against the Saints, who we knew
I wouldn't have. Well, the Saints one I missed on that one. That one, I mean, that was crazy. We'll get to that game. But the Cardinals, I don't think was a bad pick. I mean, I did have them yesterday, but I don't think the Cardinals was a bad. I mean, they could have won that game.
Probably should have.
They weren't as like people are telling me they're the worst the worst 2-0 team of like all time, and I'm like, no,
dude, that Saints team from last year is way worse than them.
Yeah, and I'm like,
that line was too close to play Survivor, though.
Yeah, it was, and I'm like, the biggest reason why I liked it is like the Niners struggle with mobile quarterbacks, and all game long Murray kept picking up those little. Now he had a couple screw ups like that in that game too, but I'm like, no, the Murray should be able if he uses his legs, this is gonna be a close game, and it sure was.
49ers were minus like 120 on the money line, so backup quarterback. That close.
Division game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was gonna do in.
You just wasted a pick, didn't you? That's what you said yesterday. You were just gonna waste a Survivor pick.
No, I decided not to because you were like, that's stupid. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. Let's not do it. And so I only went with the Saints.
Right, Cricket?
I was gonna burn one because I'm like, I don't want to use the Seahawks or the Saints the rest of the season. I'm gonna put one on one side, one on each side, and just say screw it. I'll burn one of my entries.
Dude,
Then I would have 2 left, but now I'm down to 1. So it's going to be real I kind of like that. I only have 1 left now, though.
I feel like I've been putting way more time into my survival. The one I have left that I took the Seahawks yesterday. I feel like I focus on that way better. If I got 4 or 5 of them going, I'm like, well, you get an entry, you get an entry, you get an entry. It's way better when you get down to 1, dude.
You also have to look into the future. Like you got to look at the future schedules and stuff to make sure that is this the only, like, I think I took the Cowboys last week because I looked at the schedule the rest of the way. I was like, this might be their, like, the only time I feel confident they're actually going to win the game.
Well, and then in Bet Online this year, they're doing it like how the Circa Millions does it. You got to do 2 picks during Thanksgiving weekend. So that's why I didn't use the Chiefs. A lot of people use the Chiefs. I didn't use them because they play Dallas on Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to use them there if I make it because they should be healthier by then, right? They should have like their wide receivers back and stuff like that. And Dallas is just a mess. So out of all the options that weekend, I'm like, I think I'll make sure I keep the Chiefs alive during that spot.
Can we talk about the stupid ass Cowboys for a little bit?
We can. Real quick, I want to show you this. I want to show you this. A third of the entries are out of the Survivor. We're starting to see people fall now, so that's good. In the $1 million Survivor, so it's getting interesting. But yeah, let's all go around and talk about one thing that we want to talk about. We'll break down the games here next, but I just wanted to post this because where's it at? Did they take it down? No. Don't tell me they took it down. No, they didn't. Okay.
Supporting, and what's going on? Some guy from Maine.
What up, guys? We'll say hello to everyone here in a second. I just want to let you guys know. I wish someone would have told us. I wish there was someone out there that would have told us. Ben a bum was never going to have a good career. There's some people out there that was crowning him a Hall of Famer before he even took a snap in the NFL. But there was one guy out there that told you before he even signed his NFL contract that he was a bum.
That's for sure.
The real wide receiver from Ohio State plays for
the
Bucs.
God.
The real wide receiver for Ohio State plays for Ohio State.
No, the Bucs. The guy who's your Bucs.
Egbuka. No, I love Egbuka.
Dude, he is showing out.
I'll tell you right now, though, the greatest Ohio State wide receiver to ever live is still playing at Ohio State. And that's
we'll see.
They got his brother too.
Watch this. Egbuka would have had a touchdown right here. With this bum?
Oh, Egbuka would have took that to the house.
I had to take this bum in one of my fantasy leagues. Actually, it's that one that you were in, Crick, last year because there's just no other good option. I think I might cut him today.
No, get him out of here. You do it.
Get him out of here.
I was trying to remember about that league, what I didn't like about it. There was something last year I didn't like, and I couldn't remember what it was. And it's because you can't make trades in that thing.
Yeah, you can't trade.
Like, I didn't realize it. It got me 2 years in a row, but last year I drafted guys again. I was like, that's all right. I'll be able to trade them here in a little bit. And I wound up having like 5 stud running backs or something, and they just got to sit down there and pick and choose which one you want to go with because you can't trade them. You're not going to cut them for anybody else to pick them up either.
Yeah, and it's a short league, so like every player is like good on your team. That's what I hate about it because I'm like, God, I don't know who to play this week.
And there's always, because it's a short league, there's always really good people on the waiver wire, and you're sitting there trying to think to pick one up. You're like, but I don't want to drop any of my guys.
No, it's yeah, and it's a short bench too, so it's like it's tough. But let's say hello to everyone real quick. Patriots in the house. What up? Mont's here. Jamie's here. How we doing? Browns last night was money on the floor, and that's because I dropped it betting on the Packers.
Yeah. Heard that.
Yeah, that is funny. Some guy from Maine's here. What up, buddy? Heavy steps in the chat. Boku's here. How we doing? Hope you guys had a good day yesterday. Hope I'm so far, like, I fell a step down. I don't know how people, like, actually I do know how I fell behind people in some of these contests. It's like I picked upsets yesterday, but I didn't pick the right ones.
That'll get you, man. Every time
I picked one right one, and it was the Panthers.
I sit there every week and I stare at the NFL slate, and I'm like, I know there's some gross results out here, and I start ciphering through, figuring out which ones I'm going to take. And I'm like you, man. I'll have it all figured out, and I get my 3 or 4 dogs picked, and that's the 3 or 4 dogs that get just smacked in the damn mouth.
Yep.
Can't have nothing. Did you make any money this week, Steps? Did you get off your little losing streak, man? You've been kind of salty.
I'm on a 3-day win streak, buddy.
Whoa.
Clap
After
it
you
up.
ranted,
Clap it up.
after you came
Friday
in and
night.
pouted on Friday night and did all that, see, that's all it took. Let's turn it around.
I did not pout, actually. I did not pout. I said, this happens. And I said, at least back me. I need people to
You know
back
what? You're
me
right.
and continue to
You're
back
right.
me.
You did own it. You did own it. You just looked a little unhappy, man. You looked like
Do you know what I
was
did?
field.
Do you know what I did? I
What'd you do?
stopped betting baseball over the weekend.
Well,
Oh,
shit,
that'll
Take a
help.
break.
That'll
Take a
help.
break.
that always helps.
Yeah, just focus on football.
I mean, look at the Mariners. They swept Houston. Who saw that coming in Houston?
Yeah.
You know?
I think I'm
Dude.
gonna wait. Take a break till playoffs. Get back
Cal
into it.
Raleigh has 58 home runs.
Yep.
Mhm.
Holy shit.
They might win that division, I think.
They should if they just swept the Astros. Well,
They're in control right now.
That's
Yeah.
who they were really dealing with, right? They were pretty close going down to it, and they just swept them.
Yeah, I think they have a series against the Rockies and then a series against the Dodgers left. So
I got a couple good tickets out there. I got one is on Detroit to win the World Series and to win the AL pennant.
They've been kind of. I mean, it might be a good thing if you struggle right now, especially if you're kind of in a spot they were in. But they've been struggling a little bit, ain't they? They got beat by the
Turn it
Braves
around.
yesterday.
You got to turn it. I don't want to be super hot just right now.
Right.
You know.
Pick it up.
Who says should have took the Browns? Well, I tried to tell you. I'm just glad I hopped on the Browns at the very last second to help salvage my teaser. So I still made money off the Browns, not as much as you guys probably did, or taking them in the beginning. And I did lose some survivors on the Packers, but I got something out of it.
I got a feeling that the Packers
Crick wanted to rant about this game, and I got this game right, so we can go ahead and rant about it. Bears beat the Cowboys 31-14. Just embarrassing performance.
You know who ought to be fired?
Uh-huh.
You know who ought to be fired? Clayton
Who?
Adams, the offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, shouldn't even have got to be able to ride the plane back to Dallas last night. What are we doing putting CeeDee Lamb at tailback to run a play out of the backfield where you hand it off to him? As soon as I saw that play happening, I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. And then he does wind up getting hurt, getting slid up on. You don't run a guy that's 6'5" from tailback right there to get his legs all caught up in the middle of a pile like that. And he gets rolled up on. He says he's good to go. I didn't realize CeeDee Lamb has only missed 3 games in his NFL career. And 2 of them came last year when he had that shoulder injury and they were already out of playoff contention. But he said he's going to be good to go. But that could be one of those stupid lingering injuries that lasts all season long. And that offense is absolutely disgusting without 88 on the field.
Yeah, and there's so many different ways you can get him the ball without having to hand it to him.
Without having to hand it to him
How
at
about
tailback.
you run a wide receiver screen or, something.
Hey, how about he drink some more milk? Don't be such a pussy. Get some tougher bones.
No.
He got his
It
teeth
ain't even the
fixed.
bones. It ain't even the bones. It's an ankle sprain. And it's just ridiculous to do something like that. Man, I understand your little jet sweeps and all that stuff, but to run that man from 6 yards deep at tailback to where all the linebackers have time to get downhill, I understand you're fast, but the field's only 53.5 yards wide, and all those dudes run 4.4s.
Well, I was going to say, something we should remember: if Tom Brady's calling a Cowboys game, they are 1-4 straight up. So just remember that going forward.
Dude, that's crazy. Hey, did you know that last night going to that Chiefs game that they were like 0-6 all time at New York or something? 0-6 or 0-7?
No, they're not.
Mhm.
Like against the Giants or against the Giants and the Jets combined?
I think it was maybe just the Giants, but I think they said playing the Giants in New York or something like that. I swear I heard some crazy stat. I was like, is that right? I hear some of these stats on some of these telecasts, and I never think to go stat check them, but they're just so crazy that I'm like, is that true?
It's all right. LaFleur was 8-1 ATS on the road in September, and now he's 8-2.
That's
So
fair.
things like that happen.
Josh Allen's 0-9 as a double-digit favorite in
I
his
need
career.
to quit looking at these freaking
Dude,
stats.
I have a play so dialed in, and I feel so good about it. And then you did it to me last week on Thursday. I thought the Bills were absolutely going to cruise, and you're like, well, actually, Josh Allen's never covered a spread as a double-digit favorite. And I was like, oh, my. He was right there in front of us, dude. Right there in front of us.
Mm-hmm. And short week, desperate team. It was just
bend over and pick it up. It's right on.
I got to thank you, Crick. Though I think you were on the show with me, and I I don't know if you convinced me of it, but we talked it out, and I wouldn't have looked at it again had not you been on the show with me Thursday. But I switched my college survivor pick from Clemson to USC.
Let's go,
So
baby.
that was
Let's
Clemson.
go. God, that's awesome. Did not tell you to change it to Clemson the other day. I feel like this is 2 years in a row now. If you
No. I had Clemson, and I was like, maybe I want to save them though, and we'll just go like, how about USC? And you're like, yeah, you. I mean, they were like double-digit favorites.
Yeah, 18.5 point favorite. But yeah, I feel like I said something the other day. I was like, last time we did this, and you had me tell you somebody, and I had you change into a loser. So and Clemson would have definitely. I bet they got a bunch of people in that thing.
Yeah. Let me see how many people got knocked out last week's standings.
I think they should fire everybody Patriot.
God.
Can you check the season Big Survivor?
Yeah, I'm out of that one. I'm pissed because that one is the one I actually cared about. So we got like a third of the entries were knocked out. Let's see.
Also, shout out, you got a full squad on season.
Yeah, we do have a full squad.
And I saw that we can win money if people on our squad do different stuff in different pools.
Yeah, he told me that. That's pretty cool, dude.
Yep, they take the top, like in the NFL Pick'em, they take your top 3 best entries. So whoever your top 3 members that did the best, and compare it to top 3 of all the other squads.
I only missed 2 yesterday on the Pick'em.
God, I got my ass kicked yesterday. Let's see, the big survivor right here. I'm out because of Green Bay. It says there's still 8,100 out of 9,000.
That's
crazy. Probably a lie.
Let's see. Yeah, it might have not updated yet either.
I know that's since September 7th. No, that's when it started. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought that was updated. It probably hasn't updated this week.
Patriot, I love the subtle shade. All the shit. When you're shit talking to somebody, you call them a dork nerd. I think that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. It hasn't updated yet because, look, I'm in.
No, maybe it has because it says I got 3 correct.
Yeah, you do. So, but look at my place because I have 2 correct is 6,600. So that means there's only like 6,600 left.
You say it probably won't update till after tonight.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So it hasn't. So about a third of the entries are out. Pretty good. All you gotta do is get top 700, and you get money.
All right. Well, so now I'm still in. You're out of it. So now we got to lock in.
Let's not talk about it. Okay. Let's not talk about it like that.
What does that one cost to get in?
It was like $10.
I just got to not listen to you. That's what I got to do.
You know how crazy it is? Okay, look at this, Craig. For $10, and that's why I was trying to get people to sign up. For $10, you can enter this big survivor. All you have to do is place. But for $10, the top prize, if you end up winning this thing outright, $50,000. Where else can you turn $10 into $50,000?
I actually, the one I'm in on DraftKings is 10, and top spot is 80 grand. It's called like Magic 888 or something like that. But those is what I'm saying, for $10. If you're gonna get an ROI like that, dude.
But you're on DraftKings. There's probably tens of thousands. This is just 9,000.
Oh yeah, there's a shit ton of people in it, and only 9,000 for 10 to win 50,000. That's great value.
When does the second Survivor start?
Probably already has.
Week 5.
Oh, week 5. Okay.
So we need to get with these guys and see if we can get, because the package that I got for the draft, winning the draft thing that they set up was nice.
Dude, I think
there's a bunch of, so there's like, okay. So there's Survivor number 2, which starts week 5. There's a Survivor number 3 that starts in week 9. And then you got Thanksgiving props week. You got a bunch of stuff, and then we got playoff stuff. It's all in that bundle. That's why I like to buy the bundle. Not only do we get the bundle 50% off, but you get covered the whole NFL season. And then the college football one's cool too, because we get college football bowl week or bowl season and the national championship props. Just fun content.
I think I would like a Survivor that started in like week 5 better than I would week 1, man. You at least have a little bit better idea what the teams are at that point.
So, unless you're alive through week 5, and then you're feeling pretty damn good.
Yeah,
that's true too. I'm never alive through week 5, so
the furthest I've made is week 13.
Oh, dude, that's strong, bro.
Yeah, I still lost
week 13.
But that's why I like these pools, because it's like top 700. You know what I mean?
I don't think I've ever seen anybody in any of my survivors make it to double-digit weeks.
It would have been nice to have Carolina this week as a pick.
Yeah, it would have. Okay, let's run through the games, dude. It was chaos yesterday. I was sitting there in the first slate, and I'm like, these games are all kind of boring. And then it turned around, like the second halves of these games, all of a sudden turned around, and because I was like, oh, I'll get some stuff done before the afternoon games. And I was just glued to the TV because I'm like, oh no, that game's close, and then it was like 4 games that came down to the last play. So it really turned around, flipped on its head. But we'll start here with the Steelers and the Patriots. Steelers win 21-14. Holy cow, dude. My Patriots did everything they could to make sure that they lost that game. The turnovers. Every time I saw a play on Red Zone, it was a Patriot turnover. And the Steelers came out hot, and then they looked terrible. So I don't feel good about either of these teams. If anything, I feel better about my Patriots. It was weird. I was not getting mad when my Patriots had a turnover because I'm like, yes, that helps Steelers. Come on, Rodgers. Let's go do. I had the Steelers to win. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm rooting against my team there. But yeah, the Patriots. I don't know how many. Let me see. Ramondre Stevenson was really emotional after the game because he's like, Rabel came out and was like, hey, he's our guy. We still trust him and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I got to quit fumbling the damn ball for me to have value on this team and whatnot. What were the team stats? What was the turn?
Drake May fumbled one late, like right across midfield, I think.
Oh my God. So so Rodgers had 1 interception. The Patriots had 4 fumbles and 1 interception. So 5 total turnovers.
They had one right on the goal line, didn't they?
Fumbled? Oh yeah, they did. They were
went to a touchback or something.
Dude, he fumbled it like on the 6-inch line.
Is that the one?
It was crazy.
I had the under, so I was I was loving that stuff.
Yeah,
I was loving that.
The Patriots like outscored or outgained the Steelers in the second half, like 250 to like 100. And no, in the last 3 quarters of the game, they outgained the Steelers like 328 to 120, and somehow lost the game.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it was a gross game. Big takeaway from this is both these teams are bad.
Both these teams
I don't know.
suck.
I think the Patriots will get better as the season goes on. But the Steelers, I'm still like scratching my head about them. I don't know. What do you guys think?
That Steelers team is destined to do what they've been doing for the entirety of Mike Tomlin's career. Go 9-8 and get beat by 3 touchdowns in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers looks old. I mean, he can still make some throws, but if he faces a team that can really get after him, they're going to be in trouble.
Dude, I agree.
Defense isn't as good as it was last year.
His accuracy is insane. Like that back shoulder fade for a touchdown that they threw, the last touchdown, was just on the perfect. It was like on a rope, hit the perfect spot. I'm like, how does he do that
forever? He's been doing it.
I know, but how does he do that still? Because if you watch the rest of that game, you're like, this guy's fucking bum. And then he comes out and goes, "Hey,
man, crafty." It's still in there. It's like a guy that used to be a great golfer, man. He still hits some great shots, but he's gonna have a few that kind of fly off the rail just a little bit. And that's what Aaron Rodgers. You see him drop some dimes, and he'll throw a couple passes that land 3 yards short of the receiver. And I'm like, what the hell is going on with this guy, man? And it's just the fact that he's just old.
Yeah, he's like a pitcher. Like a pitcher who gets older, like the velo's not there anymore. So you got to get a little craftier. Maybe the curveball spins a little bit more. You add another pitch to your arsenal.
I get out in the front yard, pass the football with Pops, with the boys and everything else, and I feel the old arm hurting a little bit. Aaron Rodgers, 5 damn years older than me, and he's been playing NFL football for 20 years, so I can't imagine how his damn body feels.
He's good at throwing off his back foot, too. So,
he's been one of the best ever at that.
But he's either going to get hurt, or if he gets a good team that can rush the passer, he's going to get sacked a lot because he has no mobility at all.
I don't know why they don't mix in more screens and stuff with Gainwell and that young kid Caleb Johnson. Do some of that stuff. Try to slow down some of that pressure because you're right. Aaron Rodgers, his feet stuck in the mud, man.
Yep.
Buku's Browns, I guess Buku and Miss Leslie's Browns get it done. 13-10 win over the Packers. I don't know. I'll be honest. Well, I was watching Red Zone, but I was also busy with all the kids. I don't know what happened in this first half. I kept checking the score, and I'm like, how do the Packers only have 3? How do the Packers only have 3? Yeah, I get
Love
that
didn't
part.
play well. That's what it was.
And then they went up 10-0. I'm like, okay, here we go. Now we can just cruise. And then I was getting mad because the Browns kicked a field goal was going to ruin my spread pick. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And then Love threw a terrible interception and gave the ball right back to the Browns after that field goal on like the 4-yard line. And the Browns punched it in. Shout out to, was it Quinyon Junkins? What's his first name?
Quinshawn.
Quinshawn Junkins scored another touchdown. Maybe I'll remember your name. All right. One's not going to do it. But the rookie gets his first touchdown of the season, and we're all tied up. And the Packers go down. I think I have it pulled up here. And the Packers go down to, this was a theme yesterday, dude. I swear. I was saying this before you got here, Steps. You don't even have to be a big old fat person. If you can block someone for 2 seconds, I got a job for you. All right. Because there's a lot of teams this week looking for some new special teams guys. So if you're good at blocking someone and you can do it for 2 seconds, you can get a job in the NFL because this is basically gonna win the game. There's still 27 seconds left, but this is all but over right here. And let's be honest, makeable field goal, right? Makeable.
43-yarder. Hell yeah, it's makeable. He should be able to make it with his left foot.
I want to say shout out to this guy real quick because he was very, very smart. Because he's out here. This guy, I want to know why this guy didn't scoop and score it. Because he could have.
I'm saying that looks like it's about to be. That guy ain't nobody even around that cat.
I know. Watch.
The kick is blocked.
That was the theme in yesterday. That was the theme in the NFL. No one could make a kick.
Nobody, dude. Like you said earlier, I seen more blocked field goal attempts yesterday than I saw probably in the last 3 seasons combined.
Yeah. Like if this was week 1, I'd be like, okay, everyone's rusty. We're in week 3.
Yeah, you got the special teams figured out, yeah.
And I want to say, well, maybe, shout out to the defensive side of things. Maybe guys are just balled out and had a good day yesterday, but everyone's like, no, it was just poor blocking on all of these. I'm like,
you see, hell, a lot of the times they came right up the damn middle.
Yeah.
Like
there was one. The Eagles won, yes, number 47. The snapper didn't touch anyone.
Right up the damn middle, dude. Hell, Jordan Davis blocked it and then picked it up and outran it. I'm sorry. If you would have been a normal human being and you would have got in front of Jordan Davis, he was trying to run that back for a touchdown, he would have killed you because that dude was absolutely humping it getting down the field. They couldn't have caught him if they wanted to.
Watch this, though. This guy, I don't know how he doesn't scoop and score.
It is blocked.
What did he do?
We didn't see the angle there, but he had a chance, but then he bobbled it and fell down. But, I mean, he was in perfect position to just take that bad boy to the house.
I mean, it should have been one of those. You see it all the time where it goes and like bounces right up
The
to him.
Browns get the swat.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy how. And they were all the blocked field goals were all in key moments, too. You didn't see him getting blocked in like the first quarter when it didn't matter.
No.
It was all in the fourth quarter.
Or how about the Rams? They had one blocked, and then they're going to go for the game winner. And then it was like, okay, that's not going to happen. That's why I was nervous for the Bucs kicker because I was like, and he had to scoot that thing past an arm, but I'm like,
well, hell, the only reason that they had the lead is because they blocked our own field goal and ran it back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that had just happened, and then
exactly. And you're sitting there looking, and on the damn Rams game, you got the announcer saying he's already had one blocked. He's got to make sure, he's like, if he makes this game, he's probably the MVP. The guy had 4 field goals. And he had the one blocked. It was a 36-yarder, and he was like, if he makes this, he's probably the MVP of the game. And that thing never had a damn chance, bro.
And what sucks is like that goes on the kicker stats, but that's not like the kicker's fault. You know what I mean?
It's really not in that spot.
It is if it's a long field goal and he's trying to
you
get it out there at a low.
Yeah, you can only get so much height on it, dude, to get it to go through the upright. So if you're not going to leave it short or whatever, so I can't really put that on them, especially in that one, because hell. Jordan Davis just bull rushed up the middle. Hold a block for half a second, dude.
Shout out to Booker, $1 Rumble rant. Just don't call it a comeback. Browns, 2026 Super Bowl fans. Easy. You put up 13 points. Easy.
Hey, Buku's always been a blinded Browns supporter. So
as you should be.
As you should be. That's right.
As you should be. Colts dominate the Titans. I thought the Titans had a chance in this one. Nope. Nope. I guess we're ready to crown the Colts 3-0 as Super Bowl contenders now. I think the wheels are going to fall off at some point. But Seth, This is our Colts. This is our team. We
That's-
bleed blue.
Yeah, they do. I figured out what the deal is. You know, Danny Dimes was really, really good in college. Played at Duke. The Indianapolis Colts uniforms look just like the Duke Blue Devils uniforms, man. He's figured it out. He's comfortable again, bro.
Patriot says it's squarely the kicker's fault. He kicked it into the line. Well, maybe one kicker, but like all these kickers yesterday, it's not the kicker. Like it's not usually the kicker. As long as he reasonably gets it out of there, like he's not taking forever to kick the ball.
That's
like
what I'm saying. If it happens at the high school level, I could see it. These NFL kickers are all so good. They can put it wherever they damn want to, and you can only get it up so high. Like that one, like I said, the Rams kicker, there wasn't shit he could do. They came right up the damn middle. It didn't take half a second for him to kick it. He didn't have no time at all. I don't know how you get it high enough to get it over that guy. I mean, Jordan Davis is like 6'5" or 6'6".
Aubrey knows how. Yeah, that's because no one's trying to bull rush the Cowboys because the teams are usually up 3 scores on them. So they don't.
Yeah, I was going to say that's good. Your kicker knows how because y'all are never in a game that's within a field goal, so he never matters.
Yeah, you had week 2, and that's it.
That's it. The Giants. They're the Giants.
Yeah, but the Colts dominated the Titans. They are 3-0 on top of the division, and I mean you've got the Titans and the Texans 0-3 in that division. So. It's the Colts.
Jacksonville's
they
not
have
anything special, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's the Colts. It's
calling it right now.
They control their own destiny already this early in the season. It's crazy.
Jacksonville wins that division. Calling it right now.
Really?
Right now.
Respect. No respect.
I know, and I feel I was about to get on Will. I mean, he said, "Are we?" You know, I think they're just going to follow. We do this every year. There's always a team at the beginning that's really, really good, and we don't want to give them any credit because we didn't expect them to be good. And they just figured a few things out. They got a quarterback that's playing well, and you got some talent around him, and we just want to keep bashing this team, and they'll probably be like 14-3.
I had a feeling. I was thinking about this last night, and let down spots, right? I mean, they obviously crushed the let down spot this week against the Titans. A lot of people were on the Titans. They didn't cover, but I
feel like you're throwing that at me.
I feel like I was thinking about the Rays, that run the Rays went on, and we just were never on the right side of it. And I feel like that might be the Colts here with this season. I feel like everyone's going to keep continuing to think that they're going to have that letdown spot. They're just going to continue to play well.
It would be ironic that the Colts have one of their best seasons the year after Irsay dies.
I can't. I bet against them the first 3 weeks of the season.
Their next game is going to be tough.
At the Rams, that one back-to-back road games. Rams should be a little pissed off after blowing that game. I blame I don't blame the Rams kicker. I blame the Rams for blowing that lead, dude. You can't let the Eagles get back in that game, and you did. A.J. Brown went beast mode in the second half. Did you see him throw? Like, he broke like 3 tackles of guy. He just kept moving his legs.
He was mad, man.
Yeah,
he wanted the ball.
Sure was.
Well, throw him a damn football.
He looked like one of those Mario characters that ate a mushroom and got bigger because he was like massive compared to everyone else, just shaking him off.
That's an excellent analogy.
He did though. I was like, dude, he looks. I know A.J. Brown's big, but I'm like, he looks bigger than normal right now.
He did look yoked yesterday. They showed him walking back through the tunnel when he got done. He was just hype as shit and stuff. You know, that feels so good. You've had a couple rough games in a row and you wind up coming out dominating right there and being pretty much the sole reason your team wins the game. That had to feel good.
Uh-huh.
I don't think
I got this one right. That one felt good. Vikings 48-10. Although in the one of the contests, where you have to pick a quarterback and you get his yards added to it. When I saw the score of 48, I'm like, yeah, let's go. 48 points. That means Wentz. He had to throw at least 250 yards, right? Nope. 173. So that didn't really help me out. And then I remembered, oh yeah, that's because of Vikings. Dude, if you had Vikings defensive fantasy, I bet you they got you 50 points.
The one dude had an 80-yard interception return and a 66-yard fumble return for a touchdown.
Yeah, look at this. Vikings cornerback Isaiah Rodgers earned the highest overall PFF grade in NFL history with a perfect 99.9.
Have to be. I don't know that I've ever seen a defensive player. I'm sure it's happened, obviously, but I don't know if I've ever seen
turn both of those. But he was responsible. Like, I mean, they had 5 turnovers at the end of the half, and he was the one that either picked it up and scored it, or he was the one that caused the fumble.
What
It
a
was crazy.
savage, dude.
Yeah.
God,
was-
we'd have had you make that. Imagine if you had him as your DB in the Dynasty League.
Yeah.
He probably got 30 points yesterday.
Easily.
That's crazy.
Not much to say about that one. I don't think anyone was really shocked by that game, and that was the narrative of that game was the Vikings defense played out of their mind, and then Vikings offense looked competent, but they didn't have to do anything. They were up like 35-3 at half, or no, 34-3 at half.
I made my mind up earlier in the week that I was not betting this game. It's a new rule I have. You got two backup quarterbacks playing. It might as well be a preseason game because you have no idea. It wouldn't have surprised me to see the damn Bengals do the same thing to him yesterday. I had no idea what was going to happen in this
You had
game.
a Super Bowl winning quarterback on one side and a bum on the other side that used to play for the Huskies. So that was easy for me.
There's considerable coaching edge too with the Vikings.
The
Bengals suck without Burrow, and their defense can't stop anybody. And they even with Burrow, they're not. I mean, they're kind of suspect.
And the Super Bowl that guy won, he didn't even win it. That's
yeah,
Nick
but they
Foles'
wouldn't have
Super
won
Bowl.
it with they wouldn't have won it without him.
Whatever. That's Nick Foles' Super Bowl.
What were you
Well,
doing?
he also-
picking
he
Wentz as
also
your
won one
freaking
with- he won
survivor
one-
quarterback.
I'm pretty sure he won one with the Chiefs too.
Yeah,
The Chiefs wouldn't have won
once
it.
again, not his fault.
They wouldn't have been that confident if they didn't know they had a good, competent quarterback in case something happened to Mahomes. So I mean, he was a big
Yeah.
part of that.
Okay.
A new rule that trumps your thing about two backup quarterbacks playing. If one of the backup quarterbacks is playing against a Brian Flores defense, you bet against that guy.
Wait. Say it again. Say it again.
So you said, new rule. If there's two backup quarterbacks, I'm not betting it. I would say unless the one thing that trumps that is if one of the backup quarterbacks is playing a Brian Flores defense, then you bet against that guy.
Okay, fair enough.
Because even the starting quarterbacks struggle against a Brian Flores
True.
defense. Imagine, you know what I mean?
Because that guy should still be a head coach in the league.
Should be.
Not only that,
The-
but you
the
got to think
Dolphins
Wentz could
ownership-
do just as good as McCarthy or a little bit better. Like
I said this Friday, the Dolphins ownership owes Brian Flores an apology because they fired him. Well, one, because he wouldn't deliberately lose games, but also two, allegedly. But two, he called out Tua from the start and said and got on his ass and said he's a bum, don't want him. And he was right.
He was right.
He was
They
right.
want him Guy's a
apology.
good football coach. Knows things.
The worst beat of the season, people are calling this. If you had Rams plus 3.5, I'm sorry. I was there with you. I had Rams money line. Rams should have won this freaking game, dude. They were weren't they up 26-7 at one point? And then they gave up 26 points in the second half. I think they scored first in the third quarter, so they were up 26-7. And they let the damn Eagles come back.
God, dude, and no lead is safe in the NFL.
Shout out to Jalen Hurts because I did call him out on Sports Wars. I said the Rams need to get a lead in this game because Jalen Hurts hasn't had to throw over 152 yards yet this season in a game. And so if you can get a lead, you're going to make him uncomfortable and have to throw the ball. And that's exactly what they did. And guess what? He completed those passes, and he got 3 passing touchdowns. He was the only quarterback in the league who hadn't thrown a passing touchdown yet this season. And they come back. But here was the play that ruined everyone's day, that unless you had the Eagles. Here was the play. This is after one already getting blocked and allowing the Eagles to drive down and take the lead. Now, with time expiring, the Rams makeable field goal here, 44-yard field goal. All he has to do is make this. The Rams win. We're all happy. We're doing backflips. Everything's good. And
Joshua Carty has it blocked.
they let big boy number 90 once again go right up the middle. And oh wait, hold on, watch this.
Can you imagine how sick you were if you had the Rams for your spread survivor?
This wasn't the worst one. The one before this, number 47 here, comes out like both arms up, and there's no one out there because everyone ran right by. This time, at least he gets a shoulder into the dude right here.
Joshua,
He just like mauled through that guy.
He got a shoulder into him, but the big boy still did that, and then I got to do this so we don't get in trouble.
I'm sorry, that's a slow move by that guy, the long snapper right there. I mean, there's not even anybody on your right side. You know you got to go back and throw the shoulder to the left side. Like, I feel like as soon as you snap the ball, you shouldn't be, especially if you already had one blocked. Let's be aware of it a little bit.
But this dude kind of jumps before you can even, like, I don't know. That's just a great athletic play by that big boy.
I mean, back when we did this, though, you had to cross all your legs and stuff and lean across. Like, you really don't need that much time to get a damn field goal off. I can't believe there was that many blocked yesterday at the highest.
Well, actually, no, he wasn't even the one that blocked it. It was this guy. Never mind. So it wasn't even his fault. He did his job. This guy didn't get it.
90 does.
Yeah, this 90's right here.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought of the other angle they showed yesterday. I thought he comes right up the damn middle.
No, watch. There's 90. See?
Okay.
So it's this guy's fault.
Okay.
I walked away, and I wasn't like pissed or anything. I just walked away, and I came back, and they were showing a replay of it on Red Zone. And my wife's like, "Oh my gosh, you see that big boy?" I go, "Yeah, I saw it. She goes, "That big boy's running." I'm like, "Yeah."
Dude, he was running. I'm telling you, if you show it in real time and see how fast that guy, I'm telling you, if one of us would have stepped in front of him, we'd be in a coma this morning.
Not if I had money on it.
You're right. We'd have tackled. We'd have got his ass.
I might be in a coma, but he wouldn't have scored. All right.
That's what I want to see. That's the one time when you see a guy, somebody at Rams better than yesterday, just jump out of the front row and try to tackle Jordan Davis to get him down.
Oh, yes.
That'd be worth it.
Your Bucks, dude. This was scary. Giving up 21 points in the fourth quarter, allowing the Jets to come back. Bucks are up 6? They're up 6.
26.
About to kick a field goal to make it 2 scores and put the game away.
29-20. Get it blocked, run back for a damn touchdown.
Yeah, it gets blocked, runs back for a touchdown. The Jets are up 27-26. It looks all but over. But Baker puts the helmet on, gets them in field goal range again, and McLaughlin nails it.
God, dude, and I'm telling you, Chase has not been playing well early on in the season too. It was not very confident in that guy right there. He steps up, buried it though. But that's what turns his season around, because the first 3 weeks of the season have been a struggle for Mr. McLaughlin.
I'm pissed because I sat at Buka in a lot of my fantasy leagues because it came out yesterday morning that he was going to be on he was going to play, but limited snaps. And I'm like, well, I don't know what that means. But I think because that's another concern. Mike Evans.
Yeah, he's down too. Hey, you get that handy, man.
Is it the hamstring? Okay, at least it's not like season ending.
Yeah, it's you know how those are, man. It's kind of what he's dealt with the last couple of years, though. He always gets his hamstring and he's gonna miss probably 3 or 4 games spaced out here.
Yeah,
and
but
there.
Godwin's coming back.
Yeah, he should be coming back. And Egbuka's picking it up, man.
Yeah, but Bucks 3-0, get the win,
dude. I saw some crazy stat. I think we're only the 4th team ever to win the first 3 games of the season with a score in the last minute of the game. Only the 4th team ever to do that.
What up, Shooter? He says, morning, gents. If we still live, smoked on my pick'ems this week. Yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy. I picked all the wrong upsets.
Zigging when we're supposed to zag, man.
I can't even pound my, like, if I could have got like 2 of them right, I would be feeling pretty good.
That's big. If I'm picking 4 big dogs, bro, all I ever want to go 2 and 2.
Yeah, like let's say somehow if I would have got the Panthers and the Titans right yesterday, dude, oh man!
I put a parlay together. I had a money line parlay. I had Panthers money line, Titans money line. It was like plus 674 or something like that. And the Panthers, before I even checked the damn Titans score, I was like, "Oh, we got a prayer," and then the Titans didn't have a prayer. So
no,
here we are.
I think we can all agree. Jaden Daniels overrated. Marcus Mariota is the future of the Commandos.
Quarterback.
You know who's got some stones?
Who?
SD14 fan. She just said, "I'm gonna take the Commanders for my survivor yesterday. Watch this." And I said, "Hey, you might should have checked the injury report before you did that." She's like, "I don't care."
Beardo was said Mariota was gonna have a good game too. Yeah. And I was thinking, no, he's not.
She said, "I don't care." Walking out, I said, "You gonna bet your survivor on Marcus Mariota?" She said, "It's in the bag." It was in the bag.
I felt so good because we were opposite of a lot of Beardo's picks, and then Beardo texted me. He goes, "In the first slate of games, I went 7-2," and I'm like,
"Not good, not good." The fact that we're on the other side.
Well, every time Will and Ghost would give their pick out and be aligned, Beardo would be like, "Fuck."
Yeah, Beardo's like, I'm okay being on this island, boys. And Steps and I are texting each other like, "Oh God, that's not an island you want to be on." Shit, yesterday it was a good island.
So they party on that island last night.
They had Mai Tais. They had whatever you wanted, baby.
Yeah, limbo set up. Let's go.
Oh,
God almighty. Beardo.
But yeah, the Commanders beat the Raiders 41-24. I really thought the Raiders, we were going to get more from them here, but no.
They're terrible. And Ashton Genty, bust. I want y'all to know. Here's a spoiler. If Ashton Genty has 2 good games in a row, I'm going to do everything I can to trade him to somebody in our fantasy league. So y'all better watch out because I'm setting a trap.
They need a wideout weapon. I know they have Bowers at tight end, but
they ain't using him. They got 2 great tight ends. You got Brock Bowers, who's going to be the greatest tight end to ever live, and Michael Mayer would have been a stud and number 1 tight end on any team other than behind Brock Bowers.
He got hurt.
I will say, though, Tucker here, wide receiver for Vegas. Tucker had the quietest 8 catches, 145 yards, 3 touchdowns ever.
Damn.
Well, he caught that first. There was a deep one, I think, first or something like that.
Still, it's like on fantasy, you're doing backflips and steps. You just said they need a wide out. And I'm like, well, this guy put up 145 yards and 3 touchdowns. What more do you need from him?
What
yeah, but he's the type who will get shut down as soon as people start realizing, okay, Tucker's the guy to go.
Yeah. If they start taking him away, he's not a proven number 1. He's one of those guys that can be a good piece to the puzzle if you've got somebody else they're focusing on and he can get open in some space. But as far as being the number 1 guy, he can't be the number 1 guy.
Well, if they start focusing on him, that opens up Bowers. You know what I mean? But I agree with you, Crick. Let's put Genty on the all-team bust list. Him and Maserati Marv are on there.
Yeah.
Genty's 3 games in.
I've seen
he hadn't had a fucking pulse yet.
I told you Marvin Harrison Jr. was a bust before he even took a snap.
He did say that, but I'm not ready to send that guy out to pasture yet. Actually, Genty's getting real close. Getting real close. I don't care if we're 3 weeks into his career, but I should have known better because I talked all the shit about Boise State for like 8 months last year, and I should have known when I was going to invest a bunch in this guy to draft him that he's going to be like, fuck you, Cricket. I'm going to show you how it works, buddy, right here.
You want to know who he doesn't look like as a rookie? Bijan. No. You could look you know what I'm saying?
I'll give it this. Bijan's got a little bit better offensive line than that guy.
But not his rookie season. His rookie season's
offensive they were terrible rookie season. You're right.
And he was still out there doing the damn thing. I think the most predictable upset was the Panthers. I mean, it had all the hallmarks. Weird. It had a divisional game. You had the road team who, I mean, let's be honest, neither of these teams are all that good. But you had the road team that was the 5.5, 4.5, 5 point favorite. It was like, I've seen this before. I didn't think it was going to be a 30-0 blowout, but I'm like, Panthers are live today.
Yeah, I told y'all in the NFC South, like games like this, it doesn't matter how bad the Panthers are and how good the other team is. It's always placed weird up in Carolina right there. And that one, just if you look at the talent on both those teams, what up, J-Man? If you look at the talent on those teams, dude, the Falcons should be favored by like damn near 2 touchdowns.
Some guy from Maine said, remember when Crick bet on no triples in the World Series? Oh, I forgot about that.
Bet on? Remember when Crick bet no? Yep. I remember. How could I forget? I'm going to take out a second mortgage to bet no triple in the World Series this year.
Oh,
yeah. That's like the first bet I'm putting in.
And
then when it hits, we get to celebrate it for a full year.
When it hits, I'm flying to the stadium and fighting whoever hit it.
Maybe you'll get plus 150 on it this time.
Oh, that probably juiced up real good. Make me think it's great value. Plus 171.
Yeah, what was it? Plus 125 last year? I think you
Hell
said.
Yeah. Right there. I was like, and like I said it, and then I got my baseball expert comes right by me and says, dude, that's a good bet.
It is a good bet.
It wasn't.
Did one happen after that?
The first inning after we betted it did.
They had 2 triples.
The
first hit of the entire World Series was a triple.
No. I'm
from
saying,
a guy
was there another triple?
There was another one in that game, I think.
I think there was another one in that game.
Yeah, it was like the 9th inning or something. Somebody else hit one. So it doesn't matter. The fact that it was the first hit of the World Series made it cold.
Yeah. That was funny. I kind of, as much as I just ragged on the Falcons, because that division is so funky and weird, I kind of want to get in on a little Falcons to win the division at the value that we'll get at it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull it.
I think their coaching is a mess. Raheem Morris ain't the guy.
Yeah, but I mean, Tampa just keeps losing guys left and right. I mean, you can see a step. You know that division better than anyone, Crick. It's like it looks like it's locked up, and then all of a sudden,
the Bucks are so banged up, dude. We had 2 starting offensive linemen yesterday. We've got 2 that are in Cody Mock and Godicke that are done for the season. You got the Mike injury now. Godwin's going to come back, but they're going to have him on kind of like a pitch count. Egbuka's playing great, but it's going to get to the point where Egbuka's the number 1 guy, and they're just going to double team him every time. And there's not a lot beyond that. Kate Otten can't do much at the tight end position. The defense is solid, but you got injuries piling up over there too, dude. I'm telling you, ain't just locked up for the Bucks. It looks good. It feels fun early on, but it ain't locked up.
It's still not that good of value, dude. You're only getting 20% on it. Like I was hoping to be like around 10.
Dude, that
tells you that this division is.
No, you should got 21. Is that 21 cents? Yeah, that's not
20.
bad though, because all it's going to take is for the Bucks to drop. I tell you right now, I bet the Bucks lose in Carolina and in damn New Orleans.
Yeah, but the Bucks, they are 2 games up on Atlanta, and they already have the tiebreaker. Is why I'm like,
I just think it's 21 cents there because I think you're going to wind up getting a spot to where if weird stuff happens like last year. You got to remember the Falcons beat us in both games last year in the division, and we still won the damn thing.
That's true. Yeah, and Ibuka somewhat, but yeah, maybe I'll just do it and hope the Falcons. Well, who do the Falcons play next? Commanders and Bills. I think I'll wait 2 more weeks and then I'll get in on them.
That actually might not be bad because they got them both at home though.
They got Commanders, Bills, and then they have to go and play the 49ers. I think when they're about to play the Dolphins is when I'm going to buy in on the Falcons.
I think if you're going to buy them, you buy them now because they wind up
they're going to beat the
Commanders and the Bills. They're going to go up pretty good.
I think they'll beat the Commanders.
You think they'll beat the Commanders next week, huh?
Yeah, because sky's falling in Atlanta. If you turn on the radio this morning on morning drive, it's probably it's ready to blow this thing up. 1-2. They just lost to the Panthers. They didn't just lose; they got beat 30-0, shut out. And Commanders scored 41 points against the Raiders.
Let's not forget, just a week ago, you just went up there and shut down a team that scored 48 points yesterday with a backup quarterback. So it's like, and you lost at the last minute to the Bucks. So it's not like it's just imploding. Now I know that's a bad loss yesterday because it's at the Panthers stuff, but weird shit happens up there, and you could expect a letdown after the way they played on Monday night. It just felt funny, man. That line should have been bigger, and it's one of those things where I can live with that. I know it looks really bad as a loss, but once again, not ready to just send the Falcons out the pasture yet.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm gonna wait the ball in a crucial.
I think I'll wait till after the Bills game, and then they have to go out to San Francisco. I'll bet on them right before because I could see them beating San Francisco. If
they beat the Commanders and the Bills, I will bet the house against the Falcons when they go to San Francisco.
They're not beating the Bills. You know the Bills only leave the Eastern time zone once this season.
Cricket, I think you're right. I think
that crazy?
You should bet. Will should bet it now. He should
you
bet it now.
Bet it. Go ahead. You go bet it now.
You should bet it now because I think they will beat the Commanders, and then if the Bills keep winning, then
if they beat the Commanders this week and then the Bucks lose to the Eagles, yeah, you guys might look
at the Bills' schedule real quick. Who are they going to play before they play the Falcons?
The Patriots. Prime time. They're going to destroy us.
See?
Hey, wait.
The Bills have the Saints. Oh my God, the Bills have the Saints and the Patriots the next 2 weeks.
So
these are going to be the number 1 survivor pick. If you haven't used the Bills yet, is going to be these 2 weeks.
Is the primetime game Thursday night for the Patriots?
No, it's Sunday.
Okay,
Sunday Night Football.
So they're going to be going into at Atlanta,
I'm betting
undefeated.
I'm betting the Falcons. Falcons win. Falcons will beat the Bills in that game.
All right,
bookmark it.
Good luck.
1 hour mark. Exactly.
Later.
Houston, we have a problem. Jags win 17-10 in a disgusting game. Houston. This one hurt. I mean, the Texas defense played well.
The Texas defense is really good, dude. Really good.
Is Stroud a bust?
No, he just doesn't have an offensive line.
No, the offensive,
Why'd they let what's his name walk?
He was a terrible locker room guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just kind of a dick.
Well, Nico Ryan says he was not good. He was a cancer in the locker room.
You want to win games?
Yeah, that's a good argument right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it was I don't know, man. I expected so much more, and the defense is every bit the part.
They could not move the ball though the whole first half and second half. Really, I mean, they only scored 10 points. But
who did they lose to last week? I'm drawing a blank. Texans.
The Bucks.
The Bucks. Yeah,
they should have won. They could have won that game.
I was like, yeah. You look at the point. I was like, why am I forgetting this? It's Monday night, one of the weird Monday Night Football games. But yeah, we come back, but you only given up 14 points to the Rams. You gave up 20 points to the Bucks, and now you gave up 17 points to the Jaguars. Like the defense is doing everything they're supposed to do.
You know what
And
they
that
need to
offense
do? The
can't do
second Mike McDaniels gets fired from Miami, Houston needs to hire him.
Oh,
Offensive
dude.
coordinator.
That's a good idea.
Let him just go do his thing. Be like, listen, you don't have
Especially
to worry
since
about being head coach.
well, they got rapport with each other too. They work together in San Francisco.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, dude. I don't like that at all.
if I'm Mike McDaniels, just resign now and go over to Houston.
You think those Texas folks let him wear them capris out there?
If he can win them football games, they don't care.
They don't give a shit. You're right.
No.
That's fair.
You put a little barbecue and Mike McDaniels feels like a comedian. Or not comedian, chameleon. Where you know, wherever we go, like he's down there looking like every year he looks more and more like a cocaine drug dealer in Miami. You get him to Houston, I bet you have a cowboy hat and a thing of ribs with him at all times. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude. He just blended right in. He does look like he would sit at the head of the cartel table right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not much to take away. Can we put Travis Hunter in the all team bus list as well?
He had a good couple catches yesterday.
Who are we talking about?
Travis Hunter.
Oh yeah, dude. I think it's gonna be hard to have any real fantasy value with that guy. He's playing both ways.
Like, yeah, it's impressive he can play both sides of the ball, but he doesn't do either side really well. You know what I mean?
Jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. You traded away future first round picks for this dude.
It's early yet, too. We're 3 games into his career, and they may wind up getting more involved in the offense. But once again, I mean, they got some offensive weapons. You don't have to just run him into the ground. And maybe that's what they're doing early on. Maybe they don't want to spend the first couple seasons with him playing 80% of the snaps in the game because you know that's probably got a short shelf life.
Beardo reminded me of this game, Chargers-Broncos. I was on the Broncos, but yesterday during the show, I said, listen, this is going to be a field goal game, and I hope it doesn't come down to Dicker the kicker because I know I'm going to lose my bet because that guy don't miss. Dude, and sure enough, it came down to the last second field goal. And guess who was kicking it? Dicker the kicker.
Did you know he is the most accurate kicker in the history of the NFL? You know they have a certain amount you got to kick to or whatever. And that guy, when he got to that number, he's the most accurate kicker ever.
Yeah, I think he hit 95 of 100 of his first 100 kicks.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't want it to come down to him. I want it to be the Broncos kicker.
Absolutely not. Yeah, they said that right before they were making that drive to the end of the game. They were like, well, if they get it to Dicker, he is just the most accurate kicker ever. And I was like, oh, shit. I was on the Broncos, too.
Yeah, that one hurt.
Rick.
Did you guys have a 3 push?
No, I had 2.5 and money line. So just lose it all.
Well, I pushed on my bet. I had a 3, but I had them in like all my pick'ems and stuff like that. And then in the contest and stuff like that, I stayed away from it because in the contest it was +3. But I'm like, if you push, you lose. So that's what also makes that spread survivor tough. Makes you never want to take one that doesn't have a hook, which limits which ones you can take. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fact that a push loses in that is a big deal.
It makes sense, though. I mean,
it does. If you're surviving stuff like because you didn't cover the spread if you pushed. So,
yeah. Okay. Seahawks Saints 44-13 win there for the Seahawks. This was just.
You ain't even got to say nothing about this. This was over.
No, this was, dude. Everything. It looked like they were playing a JV team. Like when they had that 95, 95
punt return or whatever.
Punt return.
Yeah.
There was multiple guys that just got decleated from the Saints. It looked like when you watch a movie and you watch like little kids, like one team is really good compared to the other, and they're just pancaking everyone. That's exactly what that return looked like. Just you couldn't believe that those are grown ass men out there on a professional football team, and you were just getting
mauled. Have your head on the swivel, bro. One time,
dude. Yeah, Seattle just ran away with this one.
Yeah, dude, it was they were already up by 3 touchdowns before I even checked the score.
I saw all my Seattle friends stuff like that. They're like, "Remember everyone telling you Sam Darnold was going to be a bum in Seattle? Look at him now." I go, he didn't even need to do anything yesterday, dude. Before he knew it, the defense and special teams had 3 touchdowns in the first quarter for him, or his running backs.
Yeah, that'll help you as a quarterback.
Although Jackson Smith and Jigma, that guy, we might need to just start betting every week because that is Darnold's favorite target. And he scored the first tutty of the game.
Dude, SD drafted him in fantasy, and yesterday he had the Q tag, and she was like, "What do I need to do?" I was like, "Well, do you have somebody you can play in case he doesn't go?" She's like, "I got Cortland Sutton too." I was like, "We should probably just wait." I was like, "They'll announce if he's playing around about 2:30." He played, and he did the damn thing. That guy's good.
Yeah, Sporting says Seattle minus 7.5 and Saints team total under money on the floor. I still couldn't believe that line was 7.5. I'd make the same bet again.
I'm telling you, my favorite lines to bet in football, and it's becoming in college NFL period. I love betting minus 7.5. I feel like those are like 85%.
I like it when it's a good team against a bad team. Like,
they just people always think that it's great. You're getting north of a touchdown there. You're like, oh, this is great value. So, and that team winds up losing by 40.
What made me nervous yesterday, Ryan pointed this out on Sports Wars. He was like, yeah, I hear you, but like the Saints, different team away from their stadium. I'm like, fuck, you're right. You're right.
And they ain't that damn good in their stadium.
I know, right?
No, but like they've kept the games close at least.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they covered both those.
We already talked about this one, but Bears defeat the Cowboys 31-14. CeeDee Lamb is going to be banged up for a couple weeks
because they're dipshits.
Yeah, and then the Cowboys. Bad time to be a Cowboys fan because you just got embarrassed by the Bears, and now you got to go home and you take on the Packers, who are going to be pissed off after laying an egg on the road.
I think we bet the Cowboys. I think we bet the Cowboys.
No.
Now I know I bet the Cowboys.
No. By the way, I finished that America's team, the Gambler against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Finished it. It was good. I will say this. I went back and looked it up. I don't think anyone is ever going to beat Emmitt Smith's all-time rushing yards. Because you would have to average 100 yards a game every game, not counting playoffs, but you would have to average 100 yards a game every game for 10 seasons.
The game's
playoffs.
And the game's changed, dude. You don't see anybody anymore giving their running back. You see it with Derrick Henry every now and then, but you don't see hardly anybody getting north of 25 carries anymore in a game. And
Smith, you don't ever see a running back hardly ever last more than 10 seasons anyway.
Right, exactly. But the ones that do are getting like 12 to 15 carries a game, not 30. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they want to.
Emmitt Smith had like 1,600 more yards after he left the Cowboys. Like with the
Cowboys,
the Arizona Cardinals. I didn't even realize
Emmitt Smith went to the Cardinals.
Yeah, didn't he break the touchdown record as a Cardinal?
Yeah, he said he felt
Come
back
on, Cricket, where you been?
He's like he wanted to do that as a Cowboy. So
there are some of those what is it called whenever like you Mandela effect?
That's what I was about to say that. I was like, that feels like a Mandela effect thing.
There's a few of those out there.
Bernstein Bears.
Mary Backer, what up, Brass? How
Chick-fil-A
we doing?
is one. Is there a K in Chick-fil-A?
Or like the old there's another one like the old Fruit of the Loom. Like you see like the cornucopia or whatever, and like apparently that never happened.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
Buku says, "I thought you knew sports cricket. Shame."
Oh hell! I am gonna go hit some golf balls with him this morning when we get done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jefferson says, "Are the Cowboys tranny fags?" Maybe.
Potentially.
They don't know who they are.
Lock it in right now. Best bet of this week: Cowboys money line over Packers.
Oh, thank you for the clip.
Did you see the? Did you see Caleb Williams, the flea flicker throw he made?
Dude,
that was a bomb.
Man, I was looking yesterday. We got to start remembering this next year going into the season. Every week we need to do like a first career touchdown parlay.
If I had $1 for every time you said next, you need to write this stuff down.
I know, dude. I never did a whiteboard. But are we going to still do it this year? Because it's still early on, and a lot of these rookies don't have their first touchdown yesterday. But yesterday you could have went like Luther Burden III, Omarion Hampton, and there was somebody else that got
Judkins.
Yeah, you could have done those three. I went like Tyler Warren, McMillan for the Panthers, and I had one more rookie on there, and I don't think any of them even sniffed the damn end zone.
Some guy from Maine says, "How old is Crick?" He's old man.
Has Tyler Warren scored yet?
Who said that? How old is Crick?
Some guy from Maine.
Oh, I am 37, sir.
Old man.
What'd you say, Steps?
Warren, if he hasn't scored a touchdown, would be a good one.
I tried him yesterday. I thought it was the week. He had been getting a lot of volume in the offense, and they just didn't really need him yesterday.
In that league, I think it's that league that I took over for you, Crick, my buddy's league. And this is fitting for the next game. I have two of the best tight ends in the league, and so I play two tight ends. I have Brock Bowers, so he's my tight end, and then my flex, I play Trey McBride because he's better than what I got on my bench, it seems like. And McBride came through. Yeah, that touchdown he got at the end of the game, beautiful.
Love Trey McBride.
Beautiful. I always get nervous each week. I'm like, okay, am I really going to start a tight end in the flex over these other guys? And sure enough, he outscores everyone else.
Easy peasy.
Stud. Niners defeat the Cardinals on the last second field goal, 16. I was nervous for the Niners because they've had all those kicking issues. They had to bring in a new kicker and whatnot. I go, oh God, Kyle Shanahan's going to have a freaking heart attack on the sideline if he misses this.
Oh God, yeah. Well, I love that all y'all knew fucking Emmett played for the Cardinals. Everybody, excuse me for being the dumbass this morning. My bad.
Yeah, I found out 2 days ago.
See? That's what I'm saying here. I'm like, Jesus, like we got a bunch of Emmett highlights wearing Cardinals uniforms.
Well, I didn't know what an Emmett Smith was until I started that documentary. So apparently he was really good at running with a football.
Yeah, I was running.
But yeah, the Niners get a 16-15 win over there. Dude, the Niners looked like they were about to give this game away. Mac Jones with a terrible safety. Well, he didn't even get it. There was a holding call.
Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
The last I saw it was 13-7. Next thing I know, it's 15-13. I started trying to carry my ones and everything else, and I was like, wait a minute, that's 9 points. How do we get that? Safety?
Yeah, so he ended up what was it? It was tied. And then the Cardinals were forced to punt and punted it down and got him on. Some guy, he called a fair catch, which I don't understand why he did. He had a chance to at least return it a little bit. But they started at their own 4-yard line. Mac Jones goes to drop back, has to scramble around. Offensive lineman gets called for hold in the end zone, which is an automatic safety. And then the Cardinals are getting the ball back up too.
So wait a minute. So they were punting back to him, and dude fair caught it on the 4.
Yeah.
What happened to the good old days where the special teams coach teaches you to put your damn heels on the 10-yard line? If it goes over your head, you leave it alone.
I don't know.
What happened to that? I mean,
I'm pretty sure it was that game. I saw one. I think it was that game where a guy got fair caught it. And I'm like, dude,
if you fair caught it on the 4, the chances are if it hits on the ground, it's going to bounce into the end zone, or it's going to bounce back the other way and give you a better field position anyway. You never get the damn ball right there. Ever.
It might have been a little bit further than that, but they might have got a penalty before that pushed him back a little bit. Either way, he fair caught it within the 10-yard line.
I just don't understand why.
What are you doing?
I mean, I return punts and kicks and stuff too, and on punts every time. You put your damn heels on the 10-yard line. If it goes over your head, you let it go.
Jefferson says Emmitt Smith is my dad. Nice. Tell him we say what's up.
Can I get him to autograph a Cardinals jersey for me?
No, screw that. Can he just come on the show in a Cardinals jersey?
In a Cardinals jersey, yep. That's all I want.
That'd be great. And then the worst Sunday Night Football game of all time, Chiefs-Giants. 22-9 victory. The Chiefs, the first half, dude. Terrible.
Dude, what a disgusting. And do you know what? This almost got screwed up at the end. If the Giants weren't completely incompetent on offense, and they would have scored that last touchdown like they should have when they had it 1st and goal from like the 3 or the 4. Kareem Hunt doing that throat slash at the end almost screwed all of us -6 Chiefs bettors. Because I thought for sure the Giants were about to score, kick the extra point, and they were going to win that damn thing 22-16. And it was all over but the crying. But you can't factor in. You can have all your handicaps and stuff, but you can't factor in the dipshit player scoring and getting too hype and doing the one celebration they told you not to do.
Giants are getting prime time because they're in New York. That's how. And it's the Chiefs. Easy ratings number. You put the Giants at home prime time against the Chiefs. I bet the numbers.
They really crushed the ratings in that game last night.
If you compare it to what a normal terrible game like this would be, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
I couldn't stop watching it, and I was like, "This is terrible, dude. This first half is so gross."
I couldn't stop yawning.
We had Cam Scatterbo get the first touchdown of the game. That
guy's good. That guy's good. That's a football player right there.
He's got heart, I'll say that, but I don't know if he's good.
No, that's a football player, buddy. I promise you right now. You go to war with that guy.
I would say he has heart. I don't know if he's good.
He's got hard. That's
I
all
love the
need.
memes on
When
him.
you got a body.
Cam Cadaboo every run, and he just tries to run through a wall.
He's built like a shit brick house, and it's like hitting that guy for 4 quarters. You don't want that smoke, dude. By about midway through the third quarter, you're over that shit.
Yeah.
But it was the worst Sunday night football game ever. What up, Ripper? They do suck, buddy. I'm sorry about that.
Sorry, all our teams suck, man. Except for Crickets and Steps.
And
just mine.
That's true. Hey, we're undefeated, never lost, Steps.
That's right.
See a Bucks Colts Super Bowl?
Let's do it.
God, that'd be cool. Who saw that coming? I'm gonna bet
I don't think that'd be cool. I think I'd be like, what are we watching? It'd be cool.
I'm gonna bet the exact match. Danny Dimes versus Baker for all the marbles. Let's go, baby.
Could you imagine going in that game where we have to sit back and realize either Danny Dimes or Baker is going to be a Super Bowl winner? That's just wild. I would be rooting for Baker because
everyone roots for Baker. That's America's quarterback, baby. We love
Neighbors
Baker.
last week versus Neighbors this week. I know I had Neighbors to get the first touchdown in the game.
Did you hear?
I had him and Pacheco both at 10-1. I was just like, one of you guys get in there and get the first touchdown.
I had Wan'Dale Robinson and Patrick Mahomes. See what I had in that thing. Did you see Baker's comments yesterday after the game?
Mm-mm.
They were asking about how personal the game was, and he's like, "Yeah, it's personal for a lot of people." He's like, "Plus, that defensive coordinator for the Jets was the guy that cut me in Carolina." So, get you some of that, bro.
We do have some baseball news.
What? It's almost over.
Almost. Did you guys see one of the craziest sketches of the year? See this?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'll just play it for you, then I'll rewind it.
Oh! Hacky sack! I was fixing to say, bro, that dude did all the hacky sack in high school.
He kicked that thing back up.
He kicked it right up to him, bro. What a savage.
Yeah, look at this. He's like, oh, no. Ah.
Dude. I don't know how y'all are, but anytime I drop anything, I'm always trying to kick it back up to me like that. You got to be careful. I drop like an egg or something. You try to kick it and just done.
Drop a knife, try to kick it.
No, that's the one. Charlotte, you got to let it go. Let it go. Be safe, Blue.
Later, Blue.
Here you go. Here's your prop. You wanted a prop tonight. Take Mark Andrews over his receiving yards.
This made me feel real good yesterday right here. And I was like, you know what? We can do this. He said, if you can find 12 guys that are going to score a TD today, you don't have to work tomorrow. Let that sink in. Godspeed. God.
12 guys scored TD. You ain't got to work again, probably.
That really made me want to go bet a TD parlay.
A 12-legger. Yeah. That's what we used to get. You
Hard
hit 11 of them.
One.
Hit 11 of them, and then the other one that doesn't hit is because the game was 9-6, and they only kicked field goals.
We do have a game tonight that we got to talk about real quick. Tell me who's scoring a touchdown tonight. I need a touchdown score.
Derrick Henry, 3+ tutties.
Hopkins.
Oh God, 3+.
3+. Derrick Henry about to go off tonight. Grass guy in
Dude,
here.
I gave out Ibuka to. Oh no, not Ibuka. I gave Roma Dunze to score 2 touchdowns yesterday on Sports Wars. He got that first one. And I go, let's freaking go.
He scored 2 last week too, didn't he?
Yeah, but he didn't score 2 yesterday.
He scored 1. That guy's playing some good football, dude.
Yeah, he's on my fantasy team. That's the only reason why I picked him.
All right, that's fair. Good pick, sir.
Lions, Ravens tonight. Ravens -4.5. Sharp money on the Ravens. Big money on the Lions, but 56% of the overall money on the Ravens. I think this is going to be an ass whooping. I think we're going to see some points. I think the Lions are going to score, but I think the Ravens are going to bully the Lions and run away with this.
I got the ladder, man. I got the Ravens laddered to 13.5. I took them. I got 2 units on the 4.5, 1 unit on the 6.5. I put a half unit on 9.5 and a half unit on 13.5.
Dang.
Jermaine likes St. Brown and Flowers, and he says Laporta over 48.5 yards. That might not be a bad move.
Let's look and see. Kincaid had a good game against the Ravens in week 1. Harold Fannin Jr. actually found some looks. So that actually probably not a bad deal, man.
I think you got to look at Lamar props here. He's 7-2 on Monday Night Football, 22 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, thrown 2 or more touchdown passes in the last 7 straight primetime games.
We got to figure out who he's going to throw him to. That's what we need to know.
I always like Lamar's rushing yards over when he's on primetime, dude.
That too. Ravens also And the last 2 regular season games are 25-11 to their team total over in these spots with Lamar. Last 21 starts, 76% to the over. So
Hey,
score some points.
What was that crazy thing they did last year, Steps? Wasn't it like team total over in the first half or something? When they were
No,
crazy?
first half. Ravens first half.
Over, under, or just money line?
Money line.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know who's going to score a touchdown today? Who's having a terrible season and might even get the first touchdown of the game?
I told you Hopkins is scoring. There you go.
No, that's not who I'm saying. He's already scored a touchdown.
Okay, that doesn't mean he can't score another one.
No, but that's not who I'm talking about. You know who's scoring the first touchdown of the game tonight? Mark Andrews.
Hopkins. No.
Oh,
Mark
dude,
Andrews.
I like it. I like it.
He is having a terrible season. Everyone's calling him a bum since last year's drop. He can't do anything. Monday Night Football is going to change that.
Detroit coming off blowout wins like this, so 31 points. They're 16-4 against spread the next week, so not a big letdown spot for them after having a big win last week.
Yeah, but how many times have they played the Ravens after a big blowout?
Here's another
Probably
thing.
all 4
We've talked about this a lot. Jared Goff in primetime outdoors as an underdog.
Terrible.
3-8. He's even worse when he's an underdog of 200 or more outdoors. He's 0-8-1 straight up, and he loses those games by an average of 15.7 points. So I would, I think I would take I would just take Ravens money line and parlay that with a Lamar 2+ passing touchdowns.
You want to skip work tomorrow? This is what you do. You can get 10-1 Mark Andrews first touchdown.
Love it. I got a same game parlay for y'all. Mark Andrews anytime TD. Ravens -4.5. Sam Laporta 50+ receiving yards. Lamar Jackson 50+ rushing yards. That gets you a little 17-1.
Ooh, I like that. Mark Andrews to score a touchdown +200.
I got +180 on. I saw it. I like it, dude. I'm telling you, it's about due time for that.
Oh, you can get 12-1 on Mark Andrews over on Kalshi for Mark Andrews to score the first touchdown. You can get 12-1.
What's Hopkins?
First touchdown?
Yeah. Or touchdown in general. +300.
Him to score the first touchdown. Here you go, Steps. You can get 25-1 for DeAndre Hopkins to score the first touchdown over on Kalshi. He's at 4 cents.
Derrick Henry scoring 3 touchdowns tonight. He's only 10-1 to score 3+ touchdowns. I don't think I've ever seen somebody under 20-1 to score 3+.
You can get 4-1 on DeAndre Hopkins to score a touchdown tonight.
Lamar show.
Ooh,
Lamar may not have to throw it back.
Dude, how many times has Sam Laporta gotten multiple touchdown games? Quite a few for a tight end, right? You can get 20-1 on him to score 2 touchdowns tonight. Sam Laporta.
Oh, I like that too. Yeah, I don't mind that either.
Oh, I'm gonna have
Sam Laporta first touchdown score may not be bad.
I'm gonna have all these, and we're gonna get a 13-3 game.
No.
Yeah.
So Ghost yesterday was talking about the over. He's been talking to me about the over all week this week.
Ooh, Jefferson's got Ravens -21 and Chris Sale to have 14 Ks. Oh,
dude, Ravens -20. That's got to pay pretty.
I don't know which one is crazier. 14 Ks.
That is nuts, dude. Yeah, I don't know which one's crazy. Yeah, that's true. That's got to pay like 50-1. Ugh. That's nuts right there, dude.
Mighty Megatron says, you know who's bum Manning? Yeah, we're going to have to save the college football until tomorrow.
Yep.
Unfortunately. I wanted to get to it. I actually did want to talk college football because it was interesting, but I accidentally fat-fingered on, or I guess extra click on Kalshi. You got to be careful. So I was trying to, it was the Utah Texas Tech game. And I was saying all week, I go, whoever wins this game is going to be in the Big 12 championship. All right. So big game. So I was trying to get ahead of the market when it was pretty obvious. There's like 5 minutes left. And I'm like, okay, Texas Tech's going to win this game. So I was trying to get ahead of the futures market. Mm-hmm. And I went over to Kalshi. And before the game, Texas Tech, even though they were an underdog, they had a better chance than Utah to better odds, at least to win the Big 12. They were at 23 cents. By the time I got there, they were at 30. I'm like, maybe I missed it. But I was like, you know what? I want to just snag a little bit now. I still think it's going to go up. I was looking at their schedule. I still think it's going to go up at least the next few weeks. So I went to go put 100 in for $30. I bought 1,000 for 300. So I am now the biggest Texas Tech fan.
Go Red Raiders. I love it, dude. Hey, they're playing some good football, and they're definitely the
I
clear
could
favorite.
sell out now. It did go up, but like the asking price, I could sell out now and break even and just pay the fees that I did. But I'm too stubborn. I'm looking at the schedule. I'm like, they're winning these next 2 weeks.
You need to hedge out a little bit and buy you a little bit on Houston, because they'll be at like probably 6 or 7%. But I like that Houston team, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really do.
I think they play Houston in 2 weeks. Let me see.
Ooh.
Let me see. Might just hang on to it because if they can beat Houston,
Yeah, that'll boost them up some more too. But I think that Houston team's a little underrated right now, man.
Oh, they play Houston. They're at Houston next week. Yikes.
Oh, dude, I might be on Houston in that game. I think a lot of people are going to be Texas Tech kind of a darling right now.
If they can get through the next 2 weeks undefeated, they're at Houston. They're home against Kansas. They pretty much got an easy. Then they have Arizona State, Oklahoma State, Kansas State. That should be. They should handle
Arizona State. Still, the jury's still out on that team.
They're scrappy. They're scrappy.
Yeah, and they got a big one this week. They play. I can't remember. I was looking at it earlier, but they got a big game this week. They
got a good coach.
They do have a good coach, but they're like slight favorites, like -2.5 in a game they shouldn't. I think TCU. That's who it is. They play TCU this week, who just shellacked SMU.
Yeah. So be careful when you're entering in those numbers. You don't actually add another 0. Okay, people?
Did you see the money split on the over in the Monday Night Football game? On the 18% of the bet, 78% of the money is on the over.
Yeah, it's going over steps. It'll be over by halftime.
I'm going to bet the over.
Yeah. Good call. Usually when those totals are that high, they go over. I'll be there with you. I'll bet it with you. We'll ride this thing together. Because that always goes well when we do this.
Cricket?
Always. Yeah, bud.
Is this in the cricket auto overland? 53?
I ain't even looked at it tonight, dude. Yeah. I mean, usually in an NFL game, if it gets above 50, I ain't never betting an under right there.
Somebody's betting big money. Did you hear what the split that I just gave out? 20% of the bet, 80% of the money is on the over. And it's gone up 4 points since opening.
Oh, yeah. I'd bet the over. They're probably going to score 70 in that damn thing tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to end it there. I got to go to work. I don't have to work tomorrow, though. It's a weird week this week. But
you don't have to work tomorrow?
Nope.
Well, shit, I was going to.
Only day off.
I was going to take my couple days off on Tuesday and Wednesday, but I guess if you're off work tomorrow and we need to talk college football, I guess I'll come in and talk some college football in the morning.
Well, that'd be a lot of fun.
We'll do that. On the weeks, the weird weeks like that, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, if you're off work, I'll join you. We can go a little longer and stuff like that. But on those other weeks, I've become awfully accustomed to sleeping till 9 a.m.
What is that? I don't. That's not even a real thing.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even know what that's like.
I don't even get to sleep into your 9 a.m., which is my 6 a.m. I don't even get to sleep into that.
Yeah, you don't even make it to my 9 a.m. Jeez. When was the last time you did that? But yeah, no, I'll join you tomorrow, man. We'll talk college football and stuff.
All right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with us this Monday. We'll hope you guys cash all your Monday Night Football bets. Crick will be live on his channel today, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 p.m. Eastern time over there on the Sports Picks channel on Rumble. Come hang out with us, man.
We'll be doing that. Steps is MIA until the MLB postseason starts next week. So don't even be asking for any MLB bets today. We'll catch you guys this afternoon and tomorrow bright and early. It's usually 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until then,
good luck.
Good gambling.